Sunny, and today I'm gonna show you all how to get pink eye. I literally cannot think of anything else to call this tutorial. I tweeted you guys a couple days ago asking for suggestions of what to call a pink eye makeup look besides a pink eye makeup look, which just sounds utterly repulsive. You guys had a lot of awesome suggestions like pastel red, which I've literally never thought of the color pink that way. Conjunctivitis was recommended several times, which I think is just a classy way to say pink eye. Ooh, one that I really liked was like rose tinted glasses. There were a lot of good suggestions, but basically I'm going to show you guys how to get a vibrant, beautiful pink eye, envy of all your friends. Feel free to substitute any of the products that I use, obviously, with different products. When I go full glam, I tend to use like overkill products, like 3 highlighters. Nobody needs that. Basically, I'm just going to show you guys exactly all the products that I use, but feel free to substitute with whatever you want or whatever you need or whatever you might already have in your own arsenal. Basically, the only rule for this makeup look, everything I put on my face, from eyebrows, eyes, lips, everything is a shade of pink. Also, can we please take care of this before it distracts me and the entire universe? What is that? What's that? Are we gonna live with that? The first thing I like to do is prime my face with water. I'm wholly unconvinced that this does anything, but it feels extremely refreshing, so we're gonna go with it. This is the Evian Burmeister spray, which I literally thought that was the word for like the bad guy in, what is that, Christmas? It's like it's a million years old. Ooh, refreshing facial water from a can. It's Evian, I could drink it, but why do that when I can just spray it on my face instead? I know I haven't done a makeup toot in a really long time, but I always start with eyes. So that's how we're gonna start, and then we'll go back and we will do the rest of our face. So the very first product that I go in with, I cannot live without these products, and I frankly don't know how I ever did a decent eye look before these entered my life. They are the Bite Beauty Multi-Stick. The one that I use for pink makeup looks is called Macaroon. It is kind of like a rosy, it's not like a vibrant pink, but it does the job. Everybody say hello to Antonio. He's gonna be helping us out today with brushes. Hello. I just like to take kind of like a fluffy hoopy doop brush. I don't know what this is called. I just pick up the product using a fluffy brush, and I just lay this down all over my eye. Literally just kind of all through the crease, all over the lid. There is a color of multi-stick for any makeup look that you want to do, pretty much. And I feel like it just makes everything blend better. It makes the shadows last longer. So you're just gonna do that, but to the other eye, and just obviously like make sure you blend it out so it's not too heavy or too pigmented in any one area. Obviously, it's best if you have the most even base possible. That is basically your base. It is basically your base. Now we're gonna go in with the eyeshadow palette from MAC. This might have been limited edition. It's called Runway Worthy ×9. And we are only gonna be using this super light pink shade in this palette, and then we're gonna move into this neon pink. But first, I'm going to pick up this baby pink matte shade using a really fluffy brush. And I'm basically going to cover up what I just laid down. So this is going to be a nice all over base transition shade, and it's going to darken up just slightly what we just laid down. Now this is a pretty dramatic, extreme look. So for the most part, I normally on these types of looks end up blending the shadow all the way out to my eyebrow. Obviously, if you want to tone this look down, you don't have to make it like as blown out as I'm doing. There is no rules in makeup. Everyone doesn't have to love what you're doing, the look you're wearing. Do your own thing. Do whatever makes you feel happy, whatever makes you feel comfortable and confident. And if other people point and laugh, well, that is their problem, not yours. I really do think it's a missed opportunity by the world that we don't call transition shades blenders. Doesn't that sound better? Next, we are gonna dip into this beautiful, vibrant pink shade right here in the middle. And it is kind of a semi glittery, shimmery shade. I'm gonna take this fluffy little brush right here and we're gonna go boop, boop, and we're gonna give it a little 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 10. I'm poking this shadow a lot. And we are gonna pop this into the crease and it's gonna look beautiful when we do. I'm just sort of like popping this into the outer corner and the crease, sort of like packing the color in, then blending it out, and then sort of like going back and packing more in. And I'm also going to try and like just hit the inner corner a little bit with this shade. And then we're gonna blend it out. And then we're gonna add more to make it darker. Now suddenly I'm singing everything. That's what we have right now. Don't worry, I know it's not completely blended out yet. We have not yet reached our final form, so we must keep going. Next, we're gonna go in with the much beloved Blood Sugar palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Right here. Yes. And once again, I'm gonna be going in with kind of a smaller yet still fluffy brush. And we're just gonna kind of work this on the outer corners, just really deepen that up, make it a lot more vibrant. You guys are gonna be like shocked by the vibrancy of this shade. I mean, look at that. Wow. I mean, I feel like there is quite a difference from this side to this side. Yes. I'm pretty much just doing the same thing that I just did. I love repetition. I'm mostly leaving the center blank. You'll see why in the next step. I guess the next step. Oh, I just elbowed my Blood Sugar palette. Is there blood?
What have I done? I'm a monster.
I'm just gonna keep doing this for, you know, 15 to 20 minutes till I feel like I've got everything pretty much blended out. Then the last step to sort of tie everything in is I'm going back with the original fluffy brush into that sort of like baby pink shade, and that is how I'm going to really ensure that everything gets nice and blended out, is to just kind of buff it back and forth. I feel like that shade is not like too dark where you're just gonna, you know, give yourself like panda bear syndrome where you just like bring more color, bring more color, bring more color. It's just pigmented enough so that it helps to sort of marry all the other colors together, but it's not so pigmented that you make a Titanic-sized catastrophe on your eyeball. This is why I always do eyeshadow before foundation or concealer or anything like that, because if anything gets too like wild or out of control, or if you make a boo-boo right now to just like wipe your under eye area, the makeup remover wipe. But if you had done all of your makeup and then like something went off into la la land with your eyeshadow, you have got a major problem. I feel like you guys can kind of see everything looks really vibrant but pretty well blended out on this eye. I still have to go back and add in all the other bells and whistles on this eye. This looks pretty unblended, but this one is looking pretty good. I still have a little bit of work to do, so I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Don't mind me, I'm just sanitizing my fingers with an alcohol wipe before I apply product and then touch my eye to put it on. See, look, sanitization. What if I gave you guys tips for avoiding pink eye while teaching you how to create the perfect pink eye? That would have been really helpful. The next product we're gonna apply mostly with our fingers. I'm surprised I love it because another thing that scares me about eyes is possibly glitter getting into them. I know that everyone loves these products. They are the Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow from Stila. This is the shade Sunset Cove, and it is a nice, super sparkly baby pink shade. It is truly gorgeous, and I will just let you guys know, if you have kind of a fear of glitter on your eyes, but you love like the look of glittery eyes, then I highly recommend you give these a try. They don't feel gritty, like all the normal things that's gross about glitter, like it's hard to remove, it feels like chunky vomit on your eyelid, like kind of all those things. This product is not like that at all. We are going to paint this on, and then I just blend it out with the finger. I feel like a little bit of this product goes a long way, so you don't really have to overdo it, which is always nice. But normally I do lay down one layer like this, and then I will go back through and apply a second layer. A little bit of like a 1-2 back and forth motion. And I kind of just try and pat it. I almost said pet it, which is disgusting and creepy. But I try and just like pat it all around so that you spread some of the littler sparkles. It sounds like a fun club that you could maybe join. Like, I'm part of the sparkle spreaders. Spreaders is kind of gross too. It's like one of those words like moist. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Is that pretty even? I feel like that's pretty even. I never really strive for perfection here. I'm just kind of like going about having a good time. Next, we are going to use one of the Jeffree Star mini liquid lippies. I think this came in the Valentine box a while ago, and I stuck a big eye label on top of it so I would never accidentally use it for lips. And then eye again, pink eye awareness. Lips, and then eyes, and then friends, and then you've got pink eye. Bam. This is prom night. What I do is I just take out the little wand like so, and then I take an angle brush like so, and then I just, I have an itch. Now I'm gonna be red right here for like the next 45 minutes. I don't know why I have like weird skin where literally if I just touch my own skin, I turn like beet red, and it's weird. Go in very close to the lash line and paint on this beautiful hot pink shade. This side, pretty much all done. And here's this side that still needs liner. See, I told you guys, look! I look like I got bit by like a rabid raccoon. I keep joking about rabies. You guys, I have to stop joking about memes that I thought were really popular and relevant. Have you guys heard about like the whole rabies thing where everybody's like, oh, I have rabies, and it's like a joke? And then I said it the other night on Twitter, like completely thinking it was a joke, and now like people think I have rabies for real, which I'm so happy I don't have rabies. Time to go and clean up all my fallout and all my boo-boos with the infamous makeup remover wipe. I don't feel like there was a ton of fallout, but like just enough to make my face slightly pinker underneath the eyes than it should be. I don't know that the wings match up extremely evenly. I swear when I try and like film anything makeup related, try and do a tutorial or whatever, it's like my skills suddenly dip down by like 20%. Just something that makes me special, I guess. So what if the wings are super even or not? You know, you can't sweat the small stuff. I'm like learning to like be, you know, not sweat the small stuff as much. This is a very like zen makeup tutorial. But I kind of feel like when you start to get too worried about how your makeup looks and you start to get upset that like maybe everything is not perfect, it's like when makeup begins to be stressful, it ceases to be fun. Honestly, I'm gonna go through and put on my foundation, my contour, my primer, my powder, kind of like everything that doesn't really have a whole hill of beans to do with like a pink makeup look, just because I'm trying to not make this like a 45-minute long video. I'm gonna go in and do my brows next, and then we're gonna do the under eyes. So that's why I still have a bit of the baking powder on. I just leave that there in case I make any boo-boos as I'm adding the under eye. I almost said blush, which would be interesting to use blush as an eyeshadow. I think I've talked about this in a prior monthly favorite, but Urban Decay came out with some shades of this and Benefit came out with some shades of this, and I love them all. They are just amazing. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay one today, and it's called Double Team, and it's a special effect colored mascara. One end, it looks like it has a little bit of sparkles into it, and so I use this shade for brows. And then later we'll use the cream shade for lashes. It pretty much like tints my brows. If you have darker hair, it might not cover as much or work as well. I'm not going for like a completely like vibrant pink look, but just enough to be like, oh, your brows kind of look like a different, less natural color. And I just comb the product through to make it less clumpy, more natural. For under eye, I go in and do a couple of different things. I go in and tightline the waterline with 2 different eye pencils. This one is from Urban Decay in the shade Heartless, and it's kind of like a nice pearlescent baby pink. And then I do the outer edges with this Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in shade 802, which is called Fuchsia Etc. That's a mouthful. And then what I like to do is go back with my unclean brushes that I did the top eyeshadow with, and just kind of go back through and lightly dust with some of these in my under eye area. Once again, just to kind of make the look more dramatic. I also love to add shadow to my under eye because it helps to mask, you know, wrinkles, under eye bags, nights that you've not been able to sleep due to anguish and despair. Just cover all that up with pink eyeshadow and everyone will think that you have your life perfectly together. Now I'm gonna go through and bronze, and then I'm gonna add blush. Next, I'm going to use the Tarte Big Blush book from last year. Say that 5 times fast. I'm gonna go in with this shade called Rad, which is right here. It's a nice blushy pink shade. I am obsessed with these. I think they were called like fairy something, but they look like little like fairy wands. Let's go in with Rad and just kind of going in just a little bit. We're about to go in with a very vibrant pink highlight, so I'm just kind of laying the base for that. Make yourself look energetic and vibrant by over applying blush. I literally almost said like, why drink orange juice, just apply blush, but that statement makes literally no sense. Life tips from me that no one needs because they're not helpful at all. All right, up next, we are gonna go in with Regina George, which I am not sure if this is available still or not. I love this Skin Frost, just kind of spicing things up a little bit, giving myself much more of a pink flush overall. I'm gonna do lips before lashes. I don't know why that's my preference, but it is. So for a lip liner, we're gonna go in with Bite Beauty shade 94. And it's this, once again, kind of like fuchsia, hot pink shade. Wow, I desperately need to sharpen it. Now I'm gonna go pretty much all over the lips with the Too Faced Melted Matte shade in Tropical Punch, which was this part of Candy's first collab with them. As soon as that completely melts down, I go in with one of my favorite MAC lip shades, which is called Candy Yum Yum, and it's a really pretty neon fuchsia. And so I just kind of wait for this to matte down pretty much completely, and then I just apply it on the centers just to give it a little bit more color, a little bit more opacity, and a little bit more depth. Once again, going to be going in with the Double Team Urban Decay mascara thing. What is this even called? Junk Show. Junk Show. Now we're going in on this side that says Creme, and I am just going to coat my top and bottom lashes with this pink mascara shade. Now you can just totally do black, obviously, but I'm about to add some black lashes, and I feel like this just sort of makes everything look a little bit more pink to have pink mascara and then black strip eyelashes. Be going in with these bold face lashes in I'm not sure if this is the Muse collection or if this is the Style Muse. No, okay, this is the Style Now or Never. This is it, our completed final look. Kind of on hindsight, I wish I would have gone with a little bit thinner band fake eyelashes. I feel like these are kind of like ready to fly away from my face, but they do add quite a bit of flair, quite a bit of drama, and as always, the further away you get from me, the better this look looks. So I think it's pretty good. I like it. It's fun. It's been fun for summer. We still have a couple of weeks of summer, I guess. I know daylight savings time is about to abruptly conclude, and for that I shall shed a tear. But for right now, it still is kind of like summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know by liking the video or leaving a comment down below if you guys would like for me to do more makeup tutorials. I literally don't know when my last tutorial was. I know that I've been doing like more product reviewy type things, but just for straight up tutorial, it's been a hot minute. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to enter my back to school giveaway. This is the last week that it's up. You still have some time to enter to win a MacBook Pro and 2.5 foot tall backpack stuffed full of school supplies. So be sure and check that out if you haven't already. Also, don't forget, hit that button down below. We're trying to get to 9 million Swamp Family members by Halloween. Are we gonna do it? I don't know. Only YouTube will tell us. If you're not already, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see y'all very, very soon.